Aloha, annyeonghaseyo. Hello, what up, though? It's your girl, Pastor Gigi on Life is Rated R, and I'm here today with the phenomenal, gorgeous, my girl, Ty James. Woo! Give it up.
What's up, G?
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey,
How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Life
You're
is
looking
good.
fabulous as always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it mahalo?
It's mahalo.
Mahalo.
Look at you.
Hey.
And we are not on set in Hawaii. Just want to put that out there. We are not on set in Hawaii. So Ty, obviously you grew up in the spotlight. A lot of people are not exposed to that. How did you handle that as a child with your father having such notoriety? How did you grow up with that?
So the funny thing is, like, growing up in the spotlight didn't happen till later on.
Okay.
So my mom raised us, my brother and I, alone. Like, she was a single parent mom. My dad was absent. So he came in later on, and it was, life changing. But I think that that's what kept me grounded, because I kind of know what it's like to go without.
Okay.
So it's humbling, when you have to grind and you have to strive and, watch your mom work 3 or 4 different jobs. And so, yeah, I like that it happened that way. So when he came on the scene, it was just like sort of rags to riches, if I could say that. But I already had the qualities that I needed instilled.
Okay. So you already had a footprint, you had a guideline, you had a way that you could chart your future. So this, when it came in, this was just like we say, the icing on the cake.
The cherry on top,
It
baby.
was the cherry on top, baby. Okay. So the audience may not know, and we want to let the people know, you are the daughter of the legendary Rick James. Having your father having that legacy, and it was a complicated legacy, how do you tackle the emotional burden, if you have any? Because like you said, it was a rag to riches story, the cherry on the top, but it wasn't always roses and butterflies.
No, never roses and butterflies, so to say. I like the balance of, the roses and the thorns.
Oh, wow.
Because that's the
good.
story that it is to me, because with beauty comes, pain. And it gets really emotional. It can get emotional from time to time, especially with, him in the spotlight all the time. And, there's always people and hearsayers, and, social media is at an all-time high. And, back then it wasn't, but there was a lot of shit that probably got swept under the rug that we dodged a lot of bullets, because it was a lot of partying going on. So,
okay.
The emotional part, though, I feel like you have to have that balance. Again, you have to have God in your life. You have to have, a strong support system. Like my family, I lean on them a lot. I have children that I love dearly, and they love me dearly. It's just, my gym family is like my second family. It's like things and outlets that you have to have and incorporate in your life to make sure things run smoothly,
Yeah, because I think that a lot of people, they believe that money, it can supersede and overshadow you living a happy life. But I believe that sometimes money is just a Band-Aid. It's just a Band-Aid, because it cannot cover up the emotional things. The legacy of the late Mr. Rick James, how are you carrying that on?
Whew, it's challenging. Like, those are some big ass shoes to fill. Okay. And I don't know, like, a lot of my friends, they kind of tease me, because it's like, okay, you are definitely the female version of your dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I feel like I'm totally him, but with guidelines and with borderlines and in moderation, because I feel like most things are good, in moderation. I'm not saying go hit a crack pipe or nothing like that. Like, please don't do that. But yeah, most things in moderation, I can do. I drink a little, smoke a little.
You drink a little?
I drink a
You
little.
smoke a little Marlboro?
Not no Marlboro, girl.
You got the left-hand cigarette.
Some good trees,
Some
though.
good trees.
Some good trees.
Okay, then.
Okay.
We got some oaks and some palms. Okay.
Oh man, but you know what? Money can sometimes be an obstacle though.
Really?
Yeah, because people lean on it so much and it's like it covers up reality in a lot of cases. And I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. Like life is lifing, but you also have to embrace the positive and the negative and make sure you just keep learning and striving and
Yeah, because
for
every
better.
day is a lesson. Now, you're in charge of your father's estate. How have you balanced maintaining his legacy and his estate while also pushing forward to your brand?
That's a really good question because I mean, obviously, my dad is a mega star and his projects and things that he wanted to accomplish that I know personally are important to me because they were extremely important to him. So that is a huge responsibility because I oftentimes push my shit to the back burner.
So for
I'm a Cancer, so we have the biggest heart.
him. Yes, we
And
do.
we are super. Hey, my Cancer sister. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that 69. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, back to the story. Yeah, so his things are pretty much overshadowed my whole life because I feel that responsibility to make sure that I see them through.
So you're putting yourself on the back burner to ensure that he gets in the forefront,
I mean,
or he
yeah,
remains
because
in the forefront, because that's a legacy for you.
I don't know if it's
No, it's a legacy. Talk to me.
so. I think because I have a responsibility to the world
That's a big
to make
responsibility.
sure that y'all get y'all movie because y'all been waiting for y'all movie. But it's important that you make good business decisions and get in bed with the right people. So all these things take time.
Physically in bed, or just hypothetically speaking?
Right now we're talking about business.
I was just asking.
We're not on the 69 Cancer theme. Right. We'll get back to that. Okay. So yeah, like we released the documentary last year, and that was a huge success. So extremely proud of that. The guys that helped me put that together, just amazing. Shout out. You
And
already
the name
know.
of the documentary?
It's called Bitchin', the Sound and Fury of Rick James.
Wow, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really good. So that, gives a little bit of insight on his life for those people that, are not really familiar or well versed. Because, the new generation, they listen to all this music and they don't necessarily, know a lot about the real music.
The real sound of music.
The real
sound of music. Because they're just singing about anything.
Not my favorite, but
I've been in the car with you, and you're just you flips a lot in the car on music and I can see the frustration in it's like it's coming from your heart. I can see your frustration. You're like, this is not even real music, and coming from a musical family and a musical legend.
Yeah.
How are you incorporating that into your brand as the CEO of Stone City Brand? Talk to your girl.
So what I would like to see is just the integrity, instilled back into music.
What do you mean about that?
I feel like it's just lacking emotion. It's lacking sensitivity. It's lacking, loving sentiment. It's like everything is talking about, titties and ass and strippers and hoes and dudes. Like dudes take pride in screwing other dudes' girlfriend. Like what?
No loyalty.
How? Like how is this something that is impressive? That's not impressive to me.
But it's selling though. Why is it selling?
It's definitely selling. I just feel like it's the time. It's the time that we're living in. It's social media. It's negative influence as opposed to, positive things taking place in households. It's the lack of education. and it, I could go on and on about why it's selling, but it's just marketing too. A lot of times, just
And
boils
they are
down to that.
marketing with this much clothes on. Like,
Yeah,
ooh, what you wearing today? Blink, blink. The CEO
couple
of Stone
strings,
City, a string,
a string or
floss,
two.
floss. Stone City brand. What is that?
So Stone City is originally a band that my dad created in the 80s, like early 80s. And that was his band that played for him behind everything, like all the hits, Super Freak, Give It to Me Baby, Mary Jane. That's all Stone City.
Oh.
And they are sick with it. So when I created my clothing brand, which is also titled Stone City, I wanted to just, pay homage to something that, my dad already created. The foundation is there. And it's very befitting of like the type and the style of my brand. So, yes, it incorporates just like, a lot of metals. It's pretty like flower childish, like a lot of tie-dye colors. So it's just like, kind of like stoners. So yeah.
The tree people.
Yes. So the flower kids. Yeah, I wanted to just pay homage to him. So keep the Stone City brand going.
That is honorable. I also realized I went with you. We went one night when the Mary Jane girls, they were singing in Atlanta, and they called you up on the stage. And I was thinking that they're going to call you up on the stage and you're going to pay homage to your dad, give some words of encouragement. And you got the mic, and all of the phones said, I was like, what is she doing? I mean, girl, you took off like a rocket. And I'm like, well, and then so I looked over at Gina and she says, well, she get it from her daddy. Like, what were you expecting? But I wasn't expecting that because I see you in the gym. I don't see you in that arena. I know you're a businesswoman. How did that come about? Did you knew it, you had it, or?
Oh my God. So it's so crazy. I honestly feel like I embody so many things. Like I wear so many hats. So in my youthful days, a little while ago,
About 3 years ago.
I was in the studio a lot.
Okay.
And I definitely feel like, I definitely have the DNA, and it's just there. I have probably 30, 40 hits just in a vault in the studio. And
what are we gonna do with them?
I don't know. Maybe we can play some stuff on the show.
That's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on it.
Yeah. So
show the world what real music is.
Have always been an artist, like some form in the creative space. Like my mom's been sewing for 60 something years. She's a seamstress. My dad's an innovator in fashion, and obviously in music has climbed all the tallest mountains. But yeah, I love that's what I love doing. I love.
And I did not expect that. I was like, where did this come from? And it was absolutely amazing. Phones were just coming out everywhere. Now, you did give me the mic too. I was like, what is this girl doing? But we had,
I need you to hit that little note.
We had an amazing time, and I just saw a different side of you. Now, I must let everyone know, my first time meeting her was, I had came here, we were in the hotel, my son and I, and we were still checking out the gym because we do go to the same gym. We're going to touch that in a minute.
Yes.
And everybody was saying, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? And I said, we're going to order from the peach lady, the peach cobbler lady. We're going to get a little dinner, get enough for leftovers, and we're going to be in the hotel. And she says, nope, you're coming over to my house. And I'm like, who is this woman? And I was like, she's like this big around, so she can't cook. I'm just all these preconceived things. My mom like, girl cannot cook, okay? I'm like, let me just go ahead and order from the peach cobbler lady so we can have something to eat when we get home. So we go over to the house, and you were just like the perfect hostess. I met your daughter, your lovely grandchildren, and you were just so down to earth, and we just got to talking about what we did. And I said, so what do you do outside the gym? And you said, oh, I'm in music. And I'm like, do you play or something? What do you play? And you were like, oh, I take care of my dad's stuff. And I'm like, you taking care of your dad's stuff? And then you showed the picture on the wall, and my son DeAndre said, Mom, do you see who that is on the wall? And I'm thinking it's a family portrait. And I'm like, she's taking care of her dad's stuff. That's so sweet. She was like, Mom, that's Mr. I'm like, Mr. How do you know who it is? I'm like, have you met her before? And he says, that's Mr. James. And I'm like, boy, who is Mr. James? He said, Mama, that is the Mr. Rick James. I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? And so I was like,
you was like, it is.
I'm like, that's your pappy? Something like that. And then, but you are so down to earth. And that is so amazing, because most people of your stature, we would think that they would be, standoffish, eat in the hotel, do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, you threw down in that kitchen, Cornish hens and all, baby.
So first of all, I thank you for that, because I really appreciate it. It's a compliment. And to be honest, I don't lead with that. Mm-hmm. I never lead with who I am or who my dad is, because I like to see a person for who they are, and I want them to see me for who I am.
Yes.
And not that I'm not extremely proud of my background and history, because yes, I embrace it fully, but you just gotta watch out for people, because it's a lot going on in this world. No, back to the spread that was on the table, okay, for Thanksgiving. Good. Never underestimate the size, okay? Because
you were skinny, but you bought plenty.
Your girl be going in, okay? And do a little something on the stove.
It was so good. We came back the next day and got leftovers. That's how good it was.
Stove game is intact, baby.
It was good.
That's good.
You can throw down in the kitchen. You can throw down in the kitchen.
Thank you, honey bun.
Because you're in the gym, and I know that I'm a female, I love you. Your body physique is just like, bam, bam. How important is it for you to be in the gym, for you to work out? Because I've been with you on the cell phone when you've been traveling, and I'm like, girl, are you in the gym? Because, if anyone follows you on Instagram or sneaks at your Instagram and looks at it, we can see that you're in shape and you're always in somebody's gym. What does that mean to you, and how does that help you with your daily life? How does that help? Because you are on the go. You're flying out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So how does that help you? Keep you
That's a very important question, and I'm glad you asked it, because to me that is my foundation. And without that structure, I feel like I would lose myself, because that's what keeps me grounded and on track, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like physically, of course. Mm-hmm. But that's just one of the attributes of, working out. So that it's do or die for me. Like, it's like, there's no option when it comes to working out. It's a lifestyle. And I just want to say that I'm very, very proud of your progress, because I noticed, when you first came in, and it's been like maybe a year now.
Almost a year.
Yeah, close to a year. And you've made leaps and bounds. And not that you were still beautiful when you came in, but now the body is like bodying, baby.
What you want to say? You go, big girl. What you gonna do?
No.
Yeah, I had a lot of love on me.
Like a 24 waist. If you don't get out of here,
I had a lot of love on me.
Big
a lot of love on me. I love how in the gym, you talk about the gym, in the gym, and you mentioned in the beginning that the gym was your family too.
Yeah.
And we are a family. It's a family. Mm-hmm. We look at each other cross-eyed, but we push each other. Mm-hmm. And so I want to say personally, thank you for pushing me. Thank you when I was doing the movements wrong. You didn't say, oh my God, let her finish. You came up to me and showed me how to do the movements. I mean, when I was up, you said what you told me, you got to push it down, toot your butt out. I know you don't know nothing about that, but you got to do that. And I was like, it's uncomfortable. She was like, girl, it's uncomfortable, but you need to do it, okay? You need to do it. And that's just you. Like you said, that if someone was to just walk in off the streets and join the gym, get a workout, you just help everybody. It's embodied in you, and what's in you comes out because I promise you, you want to see everybody win. You want to see everybody succeed. And when I'm like, I can't do one more leg lift. I can't do one more doggone squat. Omar, you're like,
gonna get it.
We're gonna get it.
Yes.
We're gonna get it. And you're like the biggest cheerleader. I mean, you and some of the others are just the biggest cheerleaders. What makes you, because you said in the beginning that it wasn't all, we talked about it wasn't always roses and butterflies. How did you become so resilient and not so resolved to want to push people when you may have felt that you were being pushed down?
So that's really the challenge, because when you go through so many things in life, we all have our experiences, we try to learn from them. It can turn you into a cold person. Hardship can create just hardness of the heart. And so I just try to keep an open mind and make sure that I'm treating people how I would want to be treated. And so when you go in with that mentality, if I was doing some shit wrong or my form was crazy, like I would want, and Omar, Aaron, Rock, Gina, somebody wasn't around, like, and somebody knew, I would want them to step in, like, no, girl, do it, do it like this. And I just, like you said, I really look for the good in people. And as long as you want to help yourself, I want to help you. And I live by that. And it's just who I am, honestly, as a person. And it sometimes comes back to bite me because you kind of help the wrong people,
So
and
have you been, like you said, it's come to bite you. Have you been taken advantage of?
I feel like everybody gets taken, let me rephrase that. Everybody with a good heart gets taken advantage of, because everybody doesn't have your best interests at heart. Like, and everybody doesn't love the same. Everybody doesn't even like the same. So when you're trying to be there for somebody and, all they see is the material things or how they can take advantage or in a situation, or how it can benefit them, as opposed to how we work together and how we grow together. And that's again what I love about shout out to Rock Fitness, is that I feel like we're a family. I feel like it's the same, we all have the same goal, we have the same intentions, like we want to see each other do well and so improve.
And so it's important for you to be in shape, and you've said that it helps you mentally, physically, and because I know you travel a lot, but when you travel a lot, you like to play. You like to play. So you had invited me to, I can't even pronounce the place you invited me to, the Kirk.
You can't. Turks and Caicos.
The Turks and the Caicos and the people. So you had invited me there, and I was like, I don't even know where that is. And I'm thinking that we're going to be sleeping in huts or something. And then I roll my eyes on that. And then she comes on Instagram with these pictures where she's floating through the water and splishing and splashing with her braids. And I'm like, girl, why didn't you go? But I love how you balance work and you balance play. Now, 2024, I'm going to start in 2023. I got 3 months left. Okay. I'm going to start this month because it's so important that you balance. And I don't balance, and to balance, you got to prioritize. And this season of my life, I'm prioritizing me.
Well, you need that time for self.
Yes.
Like, honestly, though, the little trips and, the little mini vacations, like that helps me come back, dial in, lock in to, the things that you need to do. And I do realize that it's a privilege. Like, and we're very blessed to be able to do those things. And so I'm happy to say that, I definitely I work hard and I play harder.
You play harder. Ty, because you're gorgeous, you have this status, how's the dating life for you?
Is this a trick question? Where's the other cameras at? Cause we need some. Is any hidden cameras around here so I can tell the truth?
No, tell the truth. We want the truth, the whole truth. How's the dating scene?
It's ratchet out here.
It's ratchet.
It's real ratchet out here.
I mean, as gorgeous as you are, it's hard for you. I mean, it's ratchet for you.
What do you mean? That's even worse. Like I feel like men do not, first of all, appreciate an independent woman.
Okay.
I feel like a man needs to be needed. And because I don't need you, I only want to want you.
What do you just want sex or what?
No, I don't need you. I want you.
Okay.
And that's a compliment. But most men
because you
look
can stand
at it
on your own.
Yes. And to me, it's like, just because of the time that we're living in, you know, two is better than one. Like a team, if you're building, how many people you want to build? You want to build by yourself?
Let's build together.
Or let's build together. You hold a nail, you know what I mean? I got the hammer, or vice versa. It's just like, that concept to me is just really, really out the window. Like, they want to go to the strip club and pick up a stripper and wife a stripper, and no pun to the stripper, but it's just like a hardworking, you know, respectable woman. Like, I don't care, 9 to 5, like whatever you do is not really winning in the game these days. It's weird.
It's not. It's hard
weird
out here for the single woman that's trying to hold her own but wanting to be held. That was good, wasn't it?
Yes, that was real good.
That was good.
That was accurate as hell.
Ooh, y'all want me to say
As
that again?
hell.
As hell. But I know that there are a lot, but you know, biblically speaking, God said that he created a helpmeet. And you can either bring, a lot of women, we have to be in the mindset, are you going to bring help to the man, or are you going to bring hell to the man? Mm-hmm. And a lot of men, I think they may fear that. I have always been in the position where I have always made more than, I've been married before, few times, we ain't going to count, judge your own self. Tell it to your mama.
Ain't no judging over here, girl.
I have always been the breadwinner. I've always made the most, but I've never, you know, said, well, you can't do this because I make the most. And they benefited from it. But I know that, you know, looking back in hindsight, I know that it was an intimidation. But baby, what I got is what you got. And I'm just curious as to how do we navigate being independent, being women of substance, women that got a little cha-ching, but still needing to, well, I would say wanting, you know, wanting that we would want someone to come home to. That we would want someone to love us, to compliment us. I don't want to say complete, because I don't want an incomplete man. Exactly. I don't want an incomplete man. I don't need a man to complete me. I am complete. But how do you navigate someone complimenting you?
So I think that's just, it's gonna have to come in time and with patience, and not on your time. It's gonna be God's time. Well, you've been married a couple times, see.
Okay, but I ain't married now.
Right. Well, can I get one under my belt? You've been blessed to have some, you know, beautiful relationships. So that the option for me is just like, I'm really getting to a place in my life that I'm so fulfilled and comfortable with my family, with the things that I have, you know, to do productively. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, that's kind of like where I am. And it's sad to say, but that's really how I feel.
Are you celibate?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Is celibate sometimes? Is that?
So, I mean, because, I mean, you say you celibate sometimes. So it's not like you have so you got a roster. Is it, you know, you call up one and
I mean,
are they bi-coastal?
Honestly, it's so crazy because I was born in LA, raised in New York, and then I relocated to Atlanta probably 3 years ago.
Okay.
And that, that relocation was done for love. And so, no.
Oh.
When I tell people that, when I tell my friends that, they be like, love in Atlanta? I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
Explain that to me. Because I ran into someone and I said, because he asked for my number.
You want me to explain?
And I said, are you married? I said, because I don't see a ring. He said, it doesn't matter if I got a ring on or not.
So it's between that and men being honest about their sexuality. And I feel like that is the biggest problem that exists.
Expound on that. Sexuality is in they don't know their identity of their sexuality, or they want a lot of sex, or they're being celibate sometimes like you.
No, they're being gay or bisexual.
Okay.
And not really communicating that to the person that they're pursuing. So I don't have a problem with your sexuality. You know what I'm saying? But you can't expect to have a woman, you know, on your side, on your team, in a relationship, and you're secretly dating men. Like, that's just,
Nasty.
it's not fair to the person, you know, that you're seeing. So when we can conquer that problem, and it seems like it's not anywhere near being safe out here, like, it's actually getting worse. Communication to me is the biggest deal. Hell, I might want to get involved with something going on, but like, I mean, just joking, just playing. But yeah,
So
just be honest about it.
So would you do a threesome?
Ooh, you mean have I done a threesome?
Oh, have you done a threesome?
Threesomes are fun with the right person.
I'm listening. Any regrets from that?
Zero.
Okay.
Yeah, zero.
So it would be something that you would entertain
in my relationship?
In a relationship and marriage?
Marriage, let me see. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
I asked that because
I feel like that might kind of keep it together a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I
watched a movie. Candy Burris had a movie out.
Okay.
And it's called The Pass. And I watched the movie, and the wife gave the husband a pass to be with someone else. And
one pass?
It was just one pass. It was one and done.
One time. Okay.
It was one and done. But the wife continued it on. But the wife actually, she was attracted to her female boss. And so, yes. But the husband never did it. But the wife actually,
what's the name of that?
The Pass.
Turn into that. Okay.
It's called The Pass.
Okay.
Would you give your boyfriend, husband, a pass?
Yeah, if I could come.
Would you want to watch?
I want to be involved in the pass.
You want to be involved in the pass.
With the pass.
Okay, well, this pass, they did it secretly, and it was supposed to be one time.
Nah, that's a problem.
That's a problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, if we can't share it, then it can't happen.
Why? Because you think there'll be emotional attachment?
Not just that. It's in a weird way, it's like breaking our bonds. Like, if we break our bonds together is one thing, but you can't break your bond without me. And I can't break my bond without you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're open to it. Okay. To each his own.
I know, it might be like a
untraditional.
Very, very untraditional. I'm sure it's not biblical, but I honestly feel like, we do things and we ask God for forgiveness, and he sure will certainly forgive us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to get another sip because I got some more questions. But on your roster, is there anyone on your roster that you would get rid of the other 4 on the roster, or 4 and a possible? It's like a spade game.
Yeah, it's definitely the possibles of 4, and then it's
you got one that give you a little bit of.
I got like a.
Is one and a possible or 2?
I have a homie lover friend
What's that? Because
A homie lover friend. This over 25 years, homie lover friend.
Oh, okay.
And it just seems like we cannot get over that hump. And realistically speaking, if somebody hasn't given you exactly what you need in 25 years, you're probably not going to get it. Okay. But somewhere in this little corrupted, warped mind of mine, I like to think that,
something's going to click.
Hey, you never know.
Something's going to click. So is he
never
attractive?
too late to learn.
Is he attractive to the eye?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is that what's
gorgeous?
So when you look for a man, because I've had people to tell me, I don't care what he look like, long as he can provide for me.
Bullshit.
That is not my testimony.
Bullshit.
That's not my testimony. Are we naturally just attracted to the outer first? I know I am. Do you look at the face?
When you say outer, do you mean like the visual, the look?
The look, yes.
So me,
and I need the fingernails clean too. I mean,
me and my attraction has a lot to do with fashion.
Okay.
To be honest with you, if you can put some clothes on,
you'll take them off.
Woo.
I'm just.
Yes, that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
I am not nasty.
Good night.
This is public.
Oh shoot. Okay.
I am not nasty.
It's a hidden camera, so we can talk about this.
Hidden cameras on.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, when I see that you actually know or what to do in the closet, that I'm intrigued by that. So you don't have to have like the most beautiful features, ever. I'm more attracted to someone's disposition, their, like the integrity, the character, and how they move in their clothes. Like it's
a visual thing.
It's a visual thing, but it's also a emotion. It's like a feeling. It's visual, but I have to have a feeling, like a feel for you. It's weird.
Okay. What about as far as hygiene? I can't be with you if you stink.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
I know, and I'm just, men, I used to have a problem. I'm like, because I can't get my pedicure appointment because you're in there. But I think that's so good that they take pride in making sure that they're out of their nails are done.
I don't understand how a man feels like facials and manis and petties and all that's just for girls. Like, no, you need to be up in there getting that crust up out of your nails because only the Asian people can do it right. Right?
Right.
You got to go to the Asian salon. Like, they good for that. They gonna get it. They gonna get it all. It's a couple, it's a few, African-American men and stuff, but you know who.
Y'all know who
it's like the lawn, who you call them gardener. Yeah.
But that turns me off that you could be so manicured to the eye and then you get down to the hands and it's like, that's just such a big turn off for me.
How you need a fresh cut, but
your nails dirty.
Nails is busted. And then a lot of men just don't think that's necessary. Don't be touching on me with that. I don't want you touching on. Wait, did you see this outbreak in Paris with the bed bugs?
With the bed bugs, I know.
Jesus Christ, that would scare the shit out of me. I would be trying to move away from Paris.
Like, I can't go. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's dirty.
I can't do it. So we are looking for love for you.
Oh my God. So I need resumes. I need birth certificates because dudes is capping.
Do you have a height requirement?
Not really.
Because you done shot mine down, so.
Yours is like through the roof. My height requirement is a little bit taller than me. That's what my height requirement is. If you have all the other things that, and I'm not saying that My problem is I'm a fixer. So if you come with half, I can get you the rest of the way. And I think that's a good motto. It's fair.
Just something to give you
Like
something to
what?
work with.
Yeah, but that something is got to be the things that I need.
You know, and you got to be able to maintain it. You want them to maintain it, or you're gonna maintain it?
No.
They're gonna maintain it.
They gotta maintain it.
Because you know what my problem is? I tell you, Brandy and Carly gonna get me when they come on here. I'm a giver. I'm a giver, and like you said, you're a fixer. I'm a giver. I would give you the shirt off my back if you could wear it, and I just feel that I go overboard, and that's my way to show you that I care about you. And no, I ain't got nobody
at all.
At all.
You got a couple of prospects?
I'm still single, saved, and sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. Everything's still on lockdown.
Okay, so we both. So, all right, is the chastity belt?
It's celibate.
It's
celibate.
The
celibate. It's on clink. There is nothing going on here.
Wow. So we both are like taking.
Yes, I would like to say, I know the Bible tells us that we are to that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and he obtains a favor. I know that I'm somebody's favor magnet, but if God never sends me another man, I would like to date.
I'm only a fixer now because I've been a giver. I've been a giver and a fixer, and lost like big time, multi big time. And you know what I say when I say multi, the same letter that multi starts with. Okay. So, that being said, I don't have it to do it again, like in me. Like, it's just, a man should want to take care of a woman. And I don't mean fully providing, because, you know, I understand that for the most of the relationships that I've been involved in too, is I'm gonna outweigh his salary, you know, or his income, and that's not a problem for me. But you have to be willing to contribute, you know, and that to me is a problem. Like, these guys out here, they're looking for sugar mamas, and a sugar mama don't have to be a older person. Sugar mama could be young. They just want a woman to take care of them. Wow. And it's just so, like, when did the tables turn? You know, I just don't understand that. So,
prenup or no prenup? Definitely.
Without a doubt.
Prenup.
And that's because of what I've been through.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, I mean, yeah, we like to think that, you know, love is love, and fa la 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 la, and everything's beautiful.
Roses and butterflies.
And you'll never do anything to hurt me. That. Because, no, not doing it. Yeah.
Because when the honeymoon phase is over, then it's the real marriage. It's the real relationship that actually starts over from there. So I totally agree with that. You have some things in the works with Stone City?
So Stone City is
you see how I shifted that?
Currently you are nuts. Stone City's currently online for purchase, and constantly I did a piece for Nicki Minaj that was really, really cute. I have to, hopefully I can get an image over to you so you can see it. But it was,
I love that.
Super dope, because, you know, she won Best Song of the Year for Super Freaky Girl, which is the sample of my dad's record.
Wow. Okay.
And so we're happy about that. And so my things are like, it's kind of like vintage, so to say, and I rework a lot of pieces. And yeah, I'm super passionate about it. Love that.
I was doing something. I think I was getting ready to film an episode for a podcast. Oh, no, I think I was getting ready to go somewhere or something. And I said, which shoes? And you was like, send me the whole outfit. Is that something that you desire to do, or you just do it for me because you love me? Or is it just, you just love being just stylish and fashionable? Because no one, I mean, you bad when it comes to the fashion.
Aww,
you are just amazing. Even at the gym, I'm like, she is coordinated at the gym. I mean, from the bra top to the socks. I'm like, we doing that? I'm coming up in there with the bandana on, looking
No,
like
I will rock my bandana in the gym, but
up in there looking like Junior Jeezy with my bandana on.
it's so funny because I've gotten that same thing from people that, you know, are just have run into me or that I have just encountered, and they're like, you know, why you be looking so fly just to work out? And I'm like, what? Because I take this serious. That's how I feel about this. You know, if I can get dressed and all fly to come and, you know, be on Gigi's show and look cute or be cute on a date, you know, with my heels, like I want to feel that that's the type of energy that I want to work out with, because that's you look good, you feel good, you do good, you know? That's just, I feel like that motto has worked for me.
You done have me running to the store. Got my little closet with all my stuff, my little
You
mattress
got
stuff.
your little workout
I got
stuff?
my little workout thing because I saw your closet and you had like everything there. So I literally have mine hung up with everything color coordinated. You know, even matching down to the shoes, because you are right. When you look good, you feel good. The workout may be horrendous.
It's but at least you're gonna look good doing it.
We're gonna look good doing it. Just don't get the face from the neck up. Get from the neck down, because our faces are like,
little
are
sweat
they
ain't
serious?
never hurt nobody, girl.
That's the shimmer. I sparkle.
Yes.
I sparkle at Rock Fit. Now, remember that, Rock.
Yes.
While I'm working hard, I'm sparkling.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, what
shining.
is it that you can give to a single woman that is looking but not going to settle or compromise? How would you tell them to stay focused? What advice would you give? Because I'm listening. Do I need to get my pen and paper?
No, you got a good memory, girl.
Okay.
And then you could just call me if you need a pointer. You know what I'm saying?
I always call you.
Honestly, I feel like the key to that is just to stay busy. To stay busy, you know, whenever I have like a down moment, I try to, you know, stay in prayer. And I know that you're extremely godly. You're a very godly woman. You're spiritual. I would like for us to pray together sometimes.
Okay.
And
because, you know, I'm always praying for you now.
Yes. Thank you. And, you know, just again, stay busy. You know, my family is very important. When you incorporate all the things that you need to do for yourself as a woman, you won't really have a lot of downtime to be thinking about things that you shouldn't be thinking about. Now, if God sends you someone that, you know, you want to make time for, because, you know, we make time for the things we want to make time for.
Yes.
Then that's when you know it's a go. But just the options they start dwindling down when you know your worth and know your value. So that's the advice that I would give, is just know your worth, know your value, and don't settle.
Wow. And I'm not gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle. I know they gotta be vetted through you and a couple other people at the gym.
Yeah.
It's like gonna be like a board, like a panel. But I look at you and I love you. I respect you. Always texting and making sure that you're good. And, you know, I did text you about somebody and you rolled your eyes at me through the phone, even though we wasn't on FaceTime.
And it was a strong no.
Ooh, it was a strong no. And I'm older than she is, but she thinks she's my mama. But I know that she's only protecting me. And because I have been, I guess, in like a shell, you know, you make sure you like it. It's hard out here in these streets. And you're not street.
And you've been locked down for a long time.
Ching,
so,
ching. Yeah,
you don't know what's going on out here. And it's just proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution, because, you know, even on the couch tonight, you know, before we went hot, you looked at me cross-eyed and, you know.
And I had
and you had to take a sip of drink, but we're going to talk about that when this goes off camera. We're going to talk about that. But Ty, it is indeed an honor. I mean, your fashion sense is out of this world. I remember, I think the last time we went out, we went to the mall, and I mean, you took your time and got me. I mean, I was like, if I try on another pair of jeans, but you wanted to make sure that it was perfect. I mean, people just don't see that part of you, that you took the time to make sure that they were the perfect jeans that are still in my closet, because I ain't been on no date or nothing to wear them. But anyway, I'm gonna wear them for myself. I'm gonna wear.
And they gonna look real good. That booty gonna be bootying in them jeans, girl, because our jeans ain't made the same, okay? So if you don't know that, you didn't know it now. You found out tonight. But yeah, I love helping the people that I love. And, fashion is just something that I live it, I breathe it, I eat, sleep, dream fashion. And I guess it shows.
It shows. And we were shopping up something.
Yes.
We were shopping up something. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed. We got to do it again.
Yes.
Do it again. And
we have some more bin.
And we purchased our own things. So I just want to let you know that for y'all be like, oh, she went because she bought something. No, we bought our own stuff. Hello. And we had an amazing time. But Ty, thank you so much for just shedding light, being real, being raw, being relevant, because there are a lot of naive people out here and we just don't know. And you have opened my eyes, and I know you're very protective of me, but you're protecting a lot of other women, but you're also opening up the eyes of these men that don't try to bamboozle these women. Don't try to bamboozle these women. Don't try to backdoor them. If you in the closet, come out the closet, let them know that you in the closet. Just be truthful with the person, because
they might want to be in the closet with you. You never know. Like, just.
So I ain't going in the closet unless you need me to pick out some clothes with them now.
I'm just saying, be upfront, be upfront about your shit. Like, if that's who you are, then claim it.
Be upfront. Now, they're going to say, whose closet is she in? See, messy. Anyway.
Just be a stand-up person at the end of the day. If you man, woman, just be a stand-up, be a stand-up individual. If we had more people like that in the world, I think that, we could turn this thing around, because it's going in a terrible direction.
I do have one more question.
We need to shed some light on this.
I need to ask you one more question. What about a man that feels that they need more than one woman, but they really aren't man enough to have one woman?
I mean, you really just answered your own question.
Oh. Is it insecurity?
A man that feels like they need more than one woman are not man enough to have one woman. Because you know what? It takes so much of a man to be able to maintain one woman as opposed to multiple. Because with multiple women, you just going in heartless. You don't care. You know what I mean? You with her one day, with her the next day, you have no idea probably what her mom's name is. You might not even know her full name. For real.
Wow.
And that's what's crazy. But when you really take the time and dial in on one person, and you're sharing with them, they're sharing with you, it's a different type of life. It's a different type of life. And I want that for you.
Oh, that's so sweet. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. Ty, how can we find out about Stone City? How can we order this merchandise? Instagram, for the ones that don't follow you, don't know why they're not following you. What's your Instagram?
So my IG is This Is Ty James. The main thing is, you can get the merch on rickjames.com, obviously. But I want people to really be on the lookout for the biopic, because it's going to be awesome and amazing. And oh my God, I want to spill this so bad, who's going to play my dad, but I gotta keep it close, but I want to spill it. So if you guess, I will tell you, but you only got one guess.
One guess?
One.
Can he sing?
No, see, I didn't say I was giving you no hits. You better make it a good one. You'll never guess, but it's going to be so incredible.
Jamie Foxx.
That's a nice, educated guess, but it's not right. Love Jamie to death. He might have some involvement, but he's not going to play RJ. That's a good guess, though. Jamie's done a lot of amazing biopics, but not RJ.
Usher.
That's two guesses. Usher as RJ. Can you guys see Usher as RJ?
Yes.
No way. How? No, Gigi.
Okay. So when will we find out?
Well, we're in pre-production, so
But you're gonna tell me after this.
you'll be one of the first to know.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I find out by Thanksgiving.
That's too soon. No.
I'm trying. I'm
Nope.
actually trying.
We got to get it all inked.
Got to get it all inked?
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
get it inked first.
Okay. And I'm going to be one first because I'm going to be praying. So
Yep.
It's going to be good. Am I going to be one
It's
of the
gonna
Mary
be good.
Jane girls?
Oh my God. You can.
She was getting it up there, wasn't she?
I gave you the mic, you froze. Stop playing.
I didn't freeze. Do we have video? Okay.
I think we do. We can insert that later.
Yeah, we're going to find that video. We're going to find that video. Todd, thank you so much for
Of course.
carving time out of your day. I know
Yes.
that you're flying off in the morning without me again, but I'm flying off too. So not to a fascinating place like yours, but I
You've
am
been
taking your
invited.
advice. Yeah, I know I've been invited. I'm gonna go,
And you will continue to be invited.
and I'm gonna go one day somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I promise myself and you on that. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I love the person that you are. I love your rawness, your vulnerability, you being resilient in all that you've been through. And I love that more than anything that you are real. Don't
Aw.
ever change who you are for anybody, or you will not be, this is Ty James. You will be, that is Ty James. And I love and
Thank
like,
you,
this is Ty
Mama.
James. Because
Thank
this is the
you.
unapologetically authentic you.
Yes, absolutely correct. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for even thinking about me, for having me.
Of course.
And you're so loving and giving yourself, and it's just the chemistry, you know. When you asked me, I said, "Oh no, there's no way." Yeah, I'm gonna find time. I just got home, and I'm back out tomorrow. But I said I'm popping in today.
You pop it in where
Popping
it's.
into the real and the raw.
Love you so much.
you
Love
more.
you so much because we keep it hot and popping, and it was sure hot tonight. So make sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. Life is Rated R Podcast. Also, we're screaming on all, what are those things called? Podcasts, screaming things. Make sure that you get us on there. Make sure that you are staying safe, being vigilant in what you're doing, especially when it comes to dating that she has pointed out. Be truthful, be respectful, and be faithful to whatever your cause is. Make sure that you continue to tune in every Thursday. Holla at your girl.